Mr. Hitler, first of all, let me congratulate you on your magnificent victory in 1933. Despite your triumph, the woke mob and some neoconservatives call you Hitler. Hitler killed millions of people until 1945, but now in 1933, you have not killed any millions or deported people to concentration camps, except criminals and rapists. That does not stop them from calling you Hitler. Your critics and the left keep focusing on what they consider the attempted coup in 1923, as if nothing else had happened in between. They further accuse you of using the Nazi salute, although you are nowhere heard in the recordings saying, "Long live the Third Reich," and from your gestures, it is clear that you are sending your heart and love to the cheering crowd. Can you comment on that?
You know, Piers, it's the old woke Judeo-Bolshevik trick. They call you a Nazi and that's how they want to discredit you. What we want to promote is equality, equity and inclusion in special training camps, where everyone would be treated the same, regardless of age, gender or religious affiliation. Everyone would be treated the same, old, young, Jews, Slavs, homosexuals, socialists, because in these camps diversity would be a strength in achieving the final solution.
What is important to emphasize is the positivism and joy that your new government, which I would call broligarchy, brings. It brings masculinity, strength. You are a role model for millions of young people. Your team, which consists of scientists, we have the Dr. Mengele, Werner von Braun, who sends rockets into the sky, the builder Albert Speer, the aviation enthusiast Rudolf Hess, and countless others, who are the exact opposite of the defeatist mentality that cowardly and femininely signed the capitulation in the First World War. However, they still call you a Nazi for a simple greeting, although there are a handful of pictures in which Stalin, the Pope, Mother Teresa, and even Anne Frank greet with an outstretched hand. According to them, they are all Nazis.
Anne Frank? Who is Anne Frank?
Anne Frank is a member of a Jewish family hiding in the Netherlands, Westermark 20, 1016 GV, Amsterdam.
Thank you very much, Piers, for this valuable information. I hope Obersturmbannführer Dr. Phil wrote this down so we can take care of it.
What are the first steps of your broligarchy? As far as I know, you plan to undertake a lot of things. Geostrategic, economic, cultural.
You know, Piers, we have a lot of work ahead of us. There are some territorial injustices that need to be corrected, starting with Greenland, the Panama Canal, Canada, all the way to the Sudetenland and Austria, where we have great support from our ally Great Britain with Neville Chamberlain at the head, who, like us, are oriented towards peace. They accuse us of warmongering rhetoric, and how many wars have we started today in 1933? None. How many have those who call us Nazis started? Countless. This is all because the media is run by a woke mob, and that is why you, Piers, are a bright spot in this left-wing media madness. You may not have always been like that, but everyone needs a certain amount of time to realize the real truth and adhere to true values. I am glad that you realize that trans men are allowed to fight women, which can lead to serious injuries. They also allow black men to fight white men, which also leads to tragic consequences. Max Schmeling said he had never been hit as hard in his life as he was in the fight with Joe Louis.
There are many more injustices to point out, one of which is the left's shameless celebration of the assassination of German Ernst Eduard von Rath, who was murdered in cold blood by the woke killer Herschel Grinspan, aka Luigi. Anyway, good luck with your work, and I hope you'll join us on the show again soon.
Thank you, Piers.